I just begin to give thanks that money was just going to come. And I would have people say to me, so do you think money's just going to come out of thin air? Or do you think that there's a money tree that's going to grow outside your house? And I'd be like, I don't know, but that could be possible. Greetings, beautiful ones. Fran here, back with another video. So before we go any further, you guys know the drill. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. If you have yet to do that, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button right now and hit the bell so that you don't miss any updates on the channel. So thank you for being here. Peace and blessings to you. All right, so this video it's like one of my most requested videos, and it's about the wealth mindset and attracting more wealth and money into your business, into your life, into your atmosphere. So this channel is all about raising the consciousness and creating and healing mindsets around prosperity, abundance, and money. Money, and more money. So I take spiritual principles and I teach entrepreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs, and business women how to make more money. As a matter of fact, 75% of my client base is women entrepreneurs who are working as spiritual practitioners or business owners, women who already have their mindset around the abundance, is attracting it, but wanting to attract more. So a couple of years ago, I did a video about organizing your wallet. So you'll see that come up here. I also did a video about how I cleared $100,000 in debt. Yes, $100,000 in debt. And I also did a video about attracting money. Now, for me, money is really an energy and a mindset. And it is all about you understanding that money is yours to have. But you also have to be a good steward over your money. And being a good steward over your money doesn't just include having lots of money in the bank. It also includes your credit rating. It also includes how you use your money, the impact, the way that you affect the world with your money, giving, being a philanthropist, helping people. Those are things that will circulate and return more money to you. So today I want to talk about, I'm going to say 5 to 7 ways that you can attract money, like right now. Things that you can do to create money in your life. Now, I just want to tell you that I created a very successful spiritual practice when people were saying that there was no way that that was going to happen. People were telling me that people in my line of work don't make millions of dollars, that they just make just enough because they are just to serve, and they don't have the mindset of making money, right? And I, for one, thought that that was very interesting. And I began to, at that point, dive into the principles of money, but not just the principles of money, the principle of spiritual money and spiritual economics and tithing my way to wealth. If you've been around here a long time, you've heard me talk about how I tithe my way to wealth. I give 10% of my income to the person, place, or thing that I am spiritually fed, non-fail. And sometimes some of those checks have been really big checks. But before I could get to the point where my business was making the type of money that I wanted it to make, I had to do some things to attract money. So I was making money, but I wasn't making the type of money I saw myself making. So with that being said, let's talk about a few ways that you can bring in and attract more money into your life. Number one is you have to have a positive attitude around money. So when I'm talking about a positive attitude around money, I'm talking about not begrudging the money that you have. So a lot of us will say things like, I don't have enough money, or look at them over there in their fancy car, spending all their money. They think they're all that. You have to change your attitude around money. In order to change your mindset around money and attract money, you have to change your attitude around money. You need to become very thankful and very grateful for everything, every dime, every penny, everything that you have, right? It doesn't matter if it's $10, $2, $5, because the more thankful you are for $5, the more thankful you're going to be for $500,000. It makes no difference, right? Because money is an energy. And if you are thankful for the money that you have, you are going to attract more money into your life. So you have to have a good attitude. The second thing is that you have to create a money mindset, right? So there's a saying that used to be used a long time ago, is dress for success. You have to look like the person that you want to be, meaning that you create a money mindset. If you had all the money that you desired right now, what would your life look like? Like, what would you be doing? How would you be spending your days? You need to create a mindset of money, understanding that money is an energy. It comes when you call, and you always have enough of it. You have to create the mindset. Fill your mind with things that symbolize wealth to you. Not wealth to me, but what does wealth mean to you, right? Once you begin to create that mindset, you will begin to see that you'll start feeling good, right? You'll start feeling good. All right. The other thing that you have to do is you have to stop worrying about money. Now, let me say this. Not worrying about money when you don't have any money, or you feel like you don't have any money, is not an easy thing to do. I have been there. I've been to the place where I've been like, I don't even know how I'm going to pay my bills. Like, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I just know that it's going to happen. Once I stopped worrying about it and started putting all of those thoughts that I had that were negative around money, and I started being thankful for it. So that's going back to that creating that wealth mindset, that money mindset. I just began to give thanks that money was just going to come. And I would have people say to me, so do you think money's just going to come out of thin air? Or do you think that there's a money tree that's going to grow outside your house? And I'd be like, I don't know, but that could be possible. So once I stopped worrying, I began to believe that everything and anything was possible around money, and money began to show up. I began to stop worrying about the bills that I had to pay and started giving thanks for those bills. I started working on my credit, which really helped me to raise my mindset. You look at your FICO score and it's 510 versus 750. It's a whole different vibration, right? So I could not ignore my credit anymore, right? Because I was creating a wealth mindset. I wanted to be able to apply for anything I wanted and get it. So I had to stop worrying about the bills I had to pay, start giving thanks for those bills, and then understanding that because I'm paying and taking care of my obligations, my credit score is raising. Right? And that's not a complicated thing, but it's a whole nother video. We'll get into that. All right. The other thing that I did when I was ready to attract more money was I had to take a current look at the money that I had. I had to look at the money I had, and I had to look at where that money was going. right? When you look at your bank account or you look at your statements of affairs with your money, you start tracking your money, keeping track of your money, looking at your money, and you are creating a wealth mindset, a money mindset, you'll begin to understand that I don't have to go to Starbucks every day. I love coffee. I love coffee. And I'm going to treat myself to Starbucks 2 times a week. And that other 2 times, I'm going to put that back. And I'm either going to pay down my debt with it or I'm going to use it for something fun. So I had a fun jar, right? Every time I would cut out something that was not a necessity at that point, because when you are changing your money mindset and you're working with the money you have, you look at want versus need, right? So when I started to change my mindset about what I needed versus what I wanted, I would create this fun jar, right? As a matter of fact, I still have that jar upstairs in my bedroom. And it's a jar where I would throw all my change into it, all my dollars into it, and all the money that I was not using to buy Starbucks coffee 7 days a week, I would put into the jar. I had to really get clear about how much money I wanted and how much I had and what changes I could make, not only mentally, spiritually, but physically around my money. Was I being a good steward? Right? Okay, so I did that. That takes me to the next point, which is clarity. Once I was able to assess my money, I was able to get clear about the amount of money I really desired for my life. Let me tell you something about this, and I want you guys to listen to me really clear. There is a big difference around what I desire versus what I think I can have, right? Because when you're working on your mindset and you're working on your money, you already have what you think you can have. You following me? Whether you believe that to be true or not, I can tell you, if you take inventory about what you believe about money, so here comes that assignment, right? Your assignment is going to be take inventory about what you believe about money and what you believe about you and money. What do you believe that you can have, right? When I only believed that I could have $5,000 a month, I was making $5,000 a month. When I believed for $10,000 a month and got clear about why I wanted to make that $10,000 a month, why it was important to me, I made $10,000 a month. When I got clear about wanting to make $20,000 a month, you get the point. I had to get clear about what I believed I deserved as far as money was concerned. What did I believe that I truly deserved around money? Once I did that, once I got clear about it, every month I was able to write down, this is what I desire. I did it in a mantra, right? And I did it in the current sense. And mantras are my friends. I love affirmations, but mantras are my friend. And I would say that every single day. And at the end of the month, when I went to tally up my money, I made exactly what I asked for and sometimes a little more. So you've got to get clear. You've got to get clear. Right? While you're focusing on abundance and being grateful for what you have, while you are working on your current state, a lot of us don't want to work on our current state of affairs because it's not pretty. Sometimes it's not pretty. But in order to be successful in your money journey and on your prosperity and abundance journey, you got to get clear about what's going on in your finances, where your money's going, how much money you got, and how much money you desire. Change the whole game, right? Also, the other thing that I did that you guys have heard me talk about, but I'm going to talk about it again because I feel like it's so super duper important. I tithe and I sowed seeds. Let me tell you the difference. I would tithe my 10% to my mentor because that's where I was receiving my spiritual food at that time. Then when I began to work on the prayer line, I began to split my 10% between my mentor and the place that I was working on the prayer line because I was learning so much, right? I was getting and gaining so much knowledge. Then I would sow a seed. So let's just say I wanted to take a vacation. I wanted to go out of the country, right? And I knew that the trip to go out of the country was probably about, I don't know, $4 or $5 grand. I would sow a seed for maybe $2,500. I know y'all like, what? What'd you say? $2,500 what? I would sow a seed for about $2,500 as a faith seed that was going to come back to me double. Anytime I really wanted a breakthrough, I would sow a seed. Now, I know that a lot of you say, so is tithing to an animal shelter or a homeless center or giving a person on the street help, is that tithing? That is not tithing. That is above and beyond your tithe. And you need to tithe into fertile soil. You want to tithe where somebody's going to be a good steward over your money, pray over your money and you for a return. Right? All right. I'm not going to keep talking about tithing because I know how y'all are, because I know how I was. I'm going to tell you, for me, I am tithing myself to wealth, and it works. All right. The last thing I'm going to share with you guys tonight on this video, and I will do a part 2 because y'all be like, where's part 2 at, TT? I will do part 2, is that you have to make a study of wealth, right? Take some courses, right? I have taken y'all, I've taken so many courses. Wealth courses, prosperity and abundant courses, Bible studies around wealth. I have taken so many courses, right? So all of the courses that I have come from all of the things that I've learned that has worked for me. I studied wealthy women. I've studied wealthy men. I've studied wealthy families. I've studied wealthy people in the Bible. I have made wealth a study. You know why? Because I don't just want money today. I want sustainable wealth. I want to leave a legacy for my children and my family. I want to show people what's possible. Because as I said before, when I started this business, everybody told me that I needed to go back to work. I had a career. I had education. You need to go back to work. I was working, and I still am. You have the ability to create phenomenal amounts of wealth in your life. Not just enough. You want more than enough. And you have to change your mindset around that. Invest in yourself. Do things to help you vibrate higher. Because if you hanging down here, you're not going to be that 6-figure chick you want to be. You've got to change some things in your life, and you've got to trust the process. You can manifest all the money you can spend, but if you're not a good steward over that money, it's going to disappear like that. You got to be prepared for your wealth. You've got to be prepared for your wealth. You have to acknowledge the wealth that you now have. And you have to be thankful for the wealth that is coming. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Let me know what you think about this video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.